Welcome back to the Express at Boo La La in North Vancouver. You know, what's a wedding without flowers? Up next, we see if the Wedding Bells florist fared better than mine did. Hi, I'm Aubrey.
And I'm Sarah.
And we are the Wedding Bells.
I just got engaged.
And I did not. We're on an adventure to plan the big day. The origin of wedding flowers is cited to the ancient Greeks. Flowers are considered the best way to express feelings and emotion. So Sarah and I met with Evan O'Ryan, the owner-operator of Flowers.
Flowers, one of the most important parts of a wedding. I haven't even thought about.
The first thing we discussed was the big B. Budget.
How many guests you've got really determines that. How many tables, how many bridesmaids and groomsmen. Generally speaking, people spend anywhere from $1,000 up to $20,000 worth of flower.
The bridesmaids and groomsmen get drunk, they wreck the corsages, and they leave the bouquet. They just leave it sitting there and the waiters get to take them home.
Pretty much.
And that's what happens to your $20,000. What is the most requested flower?
All the girly flowers, all the classical flowers are still #1. So roses.
What are the masculine flowers?
Masculine flowers are things such as anthuriums.
This is the masculine flower.
Not only this, this one is too.
I was at a wedding a few years back, and the centerpieces were so beautiful, but they were super tall, and you couldn't see people across the...
And see the cute boy across the table.
But if you're going for something that is slightly smaller, you want people to feel really nice and cozy and warm, that's where you really have to make sure sightline is always there.
If your family members aren't getting along and they don't need to speak to each other,
That's
tall.
a good thing to do.
Or you can just do goldfish, which people used to do. Do you remember that?
The poor fish never survived.
We then tried to replicate Evan's masterpiece.
But we're working as a team. I don't think you were supposed to take the leaves off.
Well, I had to. Dun, 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 dun.
The one thing that was not maintained was really the shape.
The next time we saw Evan, we discussed bouquets. Everyone knows that catching one means you're the next to be married.
Your real big jewel that dresses you up more than the dress itself is your bouquet. This is more of a seasonal spring bouquet, so it has hyacinths in it, it has tulips, it has orchids that are locally grown.
Historically, women would try to rip off pieces of the wedding gown and bouquet for good luck. So brides started to throw the bouquet to avoid attack. Thank goodness we're now so civilized.
Yeah, I've wrestled for a bouquet.
I once took it out of a flower girl's hand. She caught it, and I was like, I elbowed her.
I feel like I've caught at least 5s.
And then it was time for the bouquet making contest.
Oh! I'm finished.
Okay, I'm finished.
I have to crown a winner?
You have to crown a winner.
Well, in that case, let's go see if I can catch lucky bouquet number 6.
You know what they say about bouquets? Are you ready, girls? Yeah? Okay. Woo!
Still waiting for lucky number 6. Congratulations, you're getting married.
Thank you.
To that guy she's sitting with over at Starbucks.
No.
For Shaw TV, we're the Wedding Bells.
Canon Beck's Photography, specializing in engagement and wedding photography. Available for local and destination weddings. View the Canon Beck's gallery online at canonbecksphotography.com.
On average, couples tend to spend about 10% of their wedding budget on flowers. Now, I figured I'd change out of my Bride of Dracula costume. I don't know, maybe it's bad karma. In any case, they have tons of costume ideas here at Boo La La, and we're going to talk about some more of the hottest trends coming up. Right now, I think this costume says it all. It's time for some spacey science.
The expansion of our universe. Everything is moving away from the center of the universe.
No, it's moving away from us.
Us! Moving away from us. So it's not because we're angry or we smell bad. It has to do with going back to the beginning, the whole Big Bang theory, right? And you've got a really simple way of demonstrating that with this balloon.
So on this balloon, we have several spots here.
Right.
And these can represent galaxies.
Okay.
Or more appropriately, clusters of galaxies. Because galaxies themselves and their neighbors, they're not affected by the expansion of the universe. They actually have gravity that will bring them together. So these can represent large clusters of galaxies.
So, and we're talking billions and billions of stars in each, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Billions of galaxies in each.
Okay, I'll blow this up.
It's working really well.
Wow, so apart from you feeling lightheaded, what just happened there?
So if you notice that all the space between the galaxy clusters here actually got larger and larger.
But the galaxies themselves?
They never got larger.
No.
Because they're actually bound by gravity. So the distances between the further ones got further away and faster, and it expanded faster.
Now what's going to happen at the end of this whole thing? Once this expands all the way, is it ever going to contract again?
Well, recently, as 10 years ago, many astronomers thought that it would expand and then would come back into something called the Big Crunch, essentially the opposite of the Big Bang.
Sounds tasty.
Not really.
No. Okay.
So now astronomers don't think that will happen, and more likely it will be something called the Big Freeze, when everything will keep on expanding and expanding and expanding until the distances between these galaxies will become so large that you won't actually see any more galaxies.
Huh.
Yeah, and that will happen in trillions and trillions and trillions of years from now.
Will it make a farting noise like this?
I don't think so.
No. Oh well. Can't wish for everything. Cool. Well, that's a great way of explaining how the expansion is working, and just using a simple balloon. Thank you very much. For the Express from the H.R. McMillan Space Center, I'm Cam Cronin.
I'm Raminder Samra.
And hopefully we've expanded your brain a little bit today as well.
So we've learned about the expansion of the universe. If you'd like to win free passes to the H.R. McMillan Space Center, be the first correct emailer now, expresscontest@shaw.ca, to name the theory that the universe might actually collapse instead. And good luck to you. Sounds kind of scary, doesn't it? Well, we've got more scares and even some scales coming up. Up next, sexy and sassy costume ideas.
Now they're becoming very available in the pet world.
Geckos as quirky and quality pets. The Express. This is your local voice.
Almost 4.5 million Canadians live with arthritis. It's a leading cause of pain and disability. Arthritis strikes young and old alike, and the burden of illness takes an enormous toll. The Canadian Arthritis Network is a not-for-profit organization that funds research and connects today's players in arthritis research. We're all working together so that today's arthritis research becomes tomorrow's cure. For more information, please visit arthritisnetwork.ca.
Welcome back to the Express at Boo La La in North Vancouver. Lori, this is so much fun. I'm the ringmaster, am I?
You sure are. You're leading the circus.
It feels like a bit of a circus right now. So who do I have? Gaga on one side of me and Marie Antoinette on the other?
That's right. We're famous women traveling throughout time.
Oh, I love it. And are these all big trends then for 2010?
They're huge. The Lady Gaga is so inspirational when it comes to costumes, and really anything goes with that. We're rocking the circus look for the past year or two, and this is very powerful, and I love your twist on it with your tiny little hat.
It's like my Britney Spears meets steampunk meets in uniform. I don't know, Cirque du Soleil.
It's the mashup. We love combining them all. There's too much to choose from. Do it all.
So true. And then with Marie Antoinette, I guess you could really take this anywhere, like turn it into a vampire look, take it into the classics.
Exactly. Bring on a bit of fun with the makeup, and it can be zombie, vampire, so you can have like a really pretty look, but make it dead sexy.
And for some of us, we could just wear that out again, you know?
Prom night.
They have thousands of costumes for sale and for rent here at Boo La La, and lots of accessories too, in case you don't want to go all out. But I say, why not? As you know, Halloween is my favorite time of year. And today on the show, I feel like such a chameleon, which is a great segue into today's Critter Care.
Petland's Critter Care is brought to you in part by Nutrients Pet Foods, online at nutrients.com. Hey everyone, and welcome to Critter Care. Robert has another gem for us today, as usual. Nothing normal, no cats, no dogs, but
This is a crested gecko, rapidly becoming a very popular pet reptile. They're from an area of the world called, or an island called New Caledonia, which is in the South Pacific, not that far away from where they filmed Survivor when they were on Vanuatu or Vanuatu.
Vanuatu.
Thank you, yeah.
I'm a Survivor watcher, yes.
I'm not, but anyways, I saw it in the little picture on the map. New Caledonia is here,
cool.
and Vanuatu is right over here, so not that far from there. And oddly, you know, you would think a little animal from that small of a space, it wouldn't be that easy to breed, but they breed very, very well in captivity. Okay. And so now they're becoming very available in the pet world because they're a fairly easy care reptile. They breed easily, and they're quite fascinating. They've got these big, because they're nocturnal, they've got these big giant eyes,
they're
right?
Huge.
And that is, of course, the better to see you with in the evening. And they've also got those funny gecko hands that can climb glass, you know, which is really weird. And scientists actually study geckos' feet because they want to figure out why can an animal like this have these weird pads on his feet that can climb glass. So their housing is not all that complicated.
Nice.
They prefer something tall rather than long because, again, they're semi-arboreal. And we can keep them at just room temperature.
Oh,
which
that's kind of nice that you don't have to worry about that.
About the heat and stuff. You know what I find odd is, no matter what the temperature of the room is, it's always room temperature. That's a Stephen Wright joke.
Oh dear. And what do they eat?
They're insectivorous, and they eat some fruits and stuff. And you can also get prepared diets for them. So not a hard little reptile to take care of. Just do your homework on them, and you'll have a great little pet.
As always, and yes, as Robert always says, of course, if you are considering getting a gecko or any pet, it's always important to do your research first. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time on Critter Care. Petland's Critter Care is brought to you in part by Nutrients Pet Foods, online at nutrients.com.
All different kinds of critters coming out for Halloween, and that's why we're shining today's Express Spotlight on local Halloween events. Will you lose your way or lose your mind? Find out as nightmares become a reality at West Point Grey Community Center's Haunted Mansion. Parental guidance is advised. Explore the aquarium's exclusive skulls, bones, and creeps of the deep. You can also hold on to your seat as you're taken away with the wind, mist, and rumble of a pirate ship in a 4D feature, The Curse of Skull Rock. This Surrey train ride is designed to have you screaming in fright and laughing with fun as you venture through the dark forest filled with nightmare creatures and eerie, haunting sounds. Plus, I think Halloween costume shopping is an adventure in itself. Boulala has extended hours here in North Vancouver, plus they have a pop-up shop in Vancouver's Sinclair Centre. They can help you with all your costuming needs. Now that's it for today's Express. I'm Johanna Ward, the Express Ringmaster, and from all of us on the show, thanks so much for watching. We're going to leave you with a look at the local art scene, and we'll see you next time. Happy Halloween!